when you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense to do.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. From the gun. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And now maybe you put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Wants to fire on second down. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively,
and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to the running game. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch right at the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll run it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll try the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Larson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on 1st down. Might be looking to run. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Bringing the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys
looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now going for it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He might want another play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
Got his man in the middle.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quickly to the tight end. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can
snags it at the 30 and still running. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coach...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Power football with the run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
And that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Rides to back and leaves it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
There he goes, just steamrolling the defense. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And down he goes back at the 3. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Finds his man. It's Brewer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll return it from around the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the tailback. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They get to the line quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time it's complete. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Notre Dame, 79. Purdue, 9.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the Heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in the